Hey, and welcome to the Toadstead. All right, we had some questions about our garden for this year, which would be 2017. And it looks a little anemic. Well, how is that possible? Well, a month ago, this piece of cattle panel that we have tied up, zip tied up to the T-posts, was completely full of Asian long beans. Right here between this one and that one down there, where you see that one lonely pepper plant, was completely full of pepper plants. And then over here, in these two big empty areas between this plant, the bucket, and the other end, was completely full of cucumber plants. And what happened? Well, Narby got out. You are a big dummy. Yeah, you better hang your head. And what you see left is one rather tired, but producing. In fact, we're having some of the peppers off this little plant for dinner tonight with Denver omelets. And that poor little pepper plant over there hasn't produced yet, but it is flowering. And our lone remaining volunteer Boston cucumber plant, which is sitting in the middle of a bunch of dead Asian long beans, thanks to Narby. This one volunteered to come up, and we're taking care of this. Now this is the first, well, the middle part of the first part of November. I can't remember the exact date, 5th, 6th, something like that. So we're still getting some Boston cucumbers that we make sweet gherkin pickles out of. We'll be picking those in the next day or so. And this little bugger will keep producing. But no, we didn't want to make a video of a colossal failure, but we did want to make a video of an idea that we have that unfortunately we're going to have to show you next year. We do think it's going to work. If you're watching the channel, you know that part of the reason this garden is set up this way with the T-posts is that we wanted to put an animal in here during the wintertime to, well, basically let it pee and poop and root. Put one of the pigs in here. So it'd be like a four-legged edible rototiller. Well, what we decided to do was put one cattle panel here in the middle row. As you can see, there's 3 rows. One here, and then there's another row here. And the idea was to put one cattle panel in the middle, just like you see it, and then from where that poor little pepper plant is to back there, put a cattle panel, and then do the same thing on the opposite side. So we had 3 cattle panels in here, but staggered, so the pig could walk in between all of these areas. And it would serve 2 purposes: allow the pig a place to stay, and give us a way to intertwine our climbing plants, which are the Boston cucumbers. We grow those every year, and the now non-existent Asian long beans. So we'll have to show you how successful or not that is next year, but figured to give you an update. I did have some people ask about the garden, but thanks to our now publicly shamed boar pig, we don't have much of a garden this year. All we got before he did that, I think we put up, something like a dozen jars of pickled peppers and another dozen of the Asian long beans, which we might do a video on those pretty soon, because those are actually kind of neat. I really like those. But this was pretty much what was left of the Toadstead garden. It's still going. It'll go until we get a frost, which, like I said, this is towards the end of the first week of November. We'll probably get a frost in the next month or so. But until then, we're going to take every little bit we can get. All right, y'all. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time around.